Okay, I'm going to be going over Cognitive Development by Piaget and Zone of Proximal Development by Vygotsky. First, I'm going to talk about cognitive development, which is the development of knowledge and skills that help children understand the world around them, which occurs when biological maturation and interactions with the environment come together and help them develop who they are. One thing is that has to relate with cognitive development is the schemes, which are the building blocks of, or schemas, the building blocks of knowledge, which within this we also have assimilation, accommodation, and equilibration. Assimilation is using existing information to help take in the new information so that they're understanding. Accommodation is when existing information needs to be changed in order to take in the new information. And equilibration is a force that helps move the development along and also comes into play with, or also helps balance old and new knowledge. Genetic epistemology is the study of the origins of knowledge, and there's also cognitive development also has 4 stages. It has sensory motor stage, which is from birth to 2 years, pre-operational stage, which is 2 to 7 years, concrete operational stage, which is 7 to 11 years old, and then formal operational stage, which is 11 years old and older. Sensory motor stage is at this age the child should be able or should have the ability to perform to form a mental representation, knowing which is knowing an object is still there even though they cannot see it, and to be able to know what it looks like and stuff like that. Pre-operational stages, the ability to think about things symbolically, not just as a word or a color. And concrete operational stages, the beginning of logical and operational thinking. Formal operational stage is the ability to abstract think and to think on their own, to test stuff on their own, to come up with theories on their own, to test hypotheses on their own, everything pretty much on their own. Zone of Proximal Development by Vygotsky is also known as ZPD. It is described as a difference between what a student can do without help and what they can do with help. So with ZPD, there's also going to be a line of natural regression, which means that the student kind of takes a step back. When they are getting help, they understand what to do, but once the assistant or the teacher steps away, they kind of forget what they were just taught. With ZPD, there is also scaffolding, which is the role that's taken on by the assistant or the teacher to help the student with the learning development. And it's the role they take on to help the student to eventually master the skill on their own. Excuse me. And effective scaffolding is a support that matches the needs of the student. So it would be the support the teacher is giving to match the needs of the student. Within ZPD, there's also cultural tools, which is any assistance that the student may need in order to process the learning that they are being taught and to be able to master it. And with this comes a more knowledgeable other, so which would be the teacher or the assistant that's helping them become to help them understand better what they're learning. And then lastly, there's knowledge through social interaction, which is reciprocal teaching and collaborative learning. Reciprocal teaching is summarizing, questioning, clarifying, and predicting skills used to help the student learn. And then collaborative learning is this group of students where you have students who are more advanced and less advanced together so that the advanced students can help the less advanced students get on to the proper level.